Okay, I don't have this under bell work, but I need y'all to get out assignment 16 from a couple classes ago. I want to go over page 3 with you because we've not reviewed that question type together this year. So we're going to do just page 3 of it first. So I'm going to go over page 3 with you. Make sure you remember that question type. That's an AB topic. And then last week, when I saw you last, it was a B week, so I didn't see you since last Wednesday, but we have 3 new BC topics since our last quiz. One was arc length, one was Euler's method, and the one we talked about last class was logistic models. And I let my first period class tell me which of those 3 they felt the weakest on, because I would get them some more practice. So that's what assignment 19 is. It's 5 more questions. That's one of the handouts y'all picked up. And there is answers to that on the bottom of the back page. And then the other handouts you picked up, number 20, is Unit 2 topic list. So this is what you need to make sure you have covered for our quiz, which is next class now. So for the AB stuff, first and second fundamental theorems of calculus, that's number 16. So we're going to talk about a little bit of that here. The integration as accumulation of change is page 3 of assignment 16. That's what I'm about to go over. The 3 BC topics was arc length, Euler's method, and logistic models. So I have Khan Academy link there if you feel like you need extra practice. A couple questions, making sure you know when to use them and what has to be memorized for those. And then at the bottom, the spiral review. So some of the stuff that I have asked before that could come up again on next classes is the derivative of the trig functions. So you were supposed to learn that before quiz 1. If you only learned it in your short-term memory, that's not good enough. You need to make sure that I might ask some more of those again. I may ask a quotient rule question. I may ask a slope field question. Realistically, I'll probably just ask one of those. I'm not trying to test you to death on those. But I will for sure put one integration by part question on your quiz. So that was on the first quiz. I promise not to do a partial fractions or an improper integral, but if you have forgotten how to do integration by parts, you need to review that. And this topic list lays all of that out. So one thing you need to do today, answer these 5 questions and then use this as a starting place to see what and where you might need to start studying. Okay, assignment 16, page 3 is about accumulation models, and we do need a calculator for this. If you don't have a calculator right now, don't get up to go get it, but you will need one. I'm not asking you to do these by hand. These would be calculator. Now again, this is on your unit review. It's on the very top. It's one of the first 2 AB review things. So you should anticipate me to ask you a question or 2 of these in class Wednesday, even though we haven't reviewed this till now. Okay, so a particle moves along the line so that any given time where t is greater than or equal to 0, this would be his velocity. At time t equals 0, the position is at 7. Find the position of the particle at t equals 4. Okay, so I know he is starting off at position 7. How am I supposed to know how his position changes from when I know it's at 7, 0, to t equals 4? Okay, integration. If you integrate velocity, it gives you the change in the position lower. Or I'm sorry, the change in the lower function. If you integrate velocity, it would be position. So if we integrate velocity, it gives us the change in position. Now, some of your thought process needs to be to the bounds. Sorry, this is not 7. This is 7 plus. What do you think I want the bounds to be? 0 to 4. We know the value at 0. We want the value at 4. So, in my opinion, I think you really, really need to emphasize this structure in your head. Here's my starting or initial spot, plus integration is the thing that keeps up with how it changes over time. Starting value plus how it changes. 9 times out of 10, students make this mistake. They just forget this. They forget to do the starting value. So, and of course, you need to be able to plug that in the calculator correctly. So I've got all of that comes out to be 8.099 if we round to the nearest 3 decimal places. You guys should still be rounding to 3 decimal places, just like AB. Your AP exam expects 3 decimal places. Okay, everybody okay with that one? All right, number 18. Water fills a holding tank at this rate, where dWdt is measured in gallons per hour and T is measured in hours. If there's 225 gallons of water in the tank at time T equals 0, how many gallons of water are there when T equals 24? Okay, so if we look at this compared to question 17, we started with the initial value. So what is the initial value in 18? Okay. Question 17, we used integration to keep up with how it changes. So I want to know, how does it change from time T equals 0 to T equals 24? And if I integrate W prime, it's telling me the change in W. So you're welcome to write the whole thing down, but you can also just say dW dt since it's defined up there. So that's all that you need, other than to be sure that you put it in the calculator correctly. And I think that comes out to not that. Okay, that comes out to be 585. Now, I will say that even though I said you didn't need to get a calculator out, I'm going to do the calculator part for you. If you have any doubt at all about you knowing how to type this in your calculator, you might try typing these in later and making sure you're getting the same thing as me. Okay, so now we're moving on to question 19. So we only got 2 more of these. So what is our initial value in question 19?
6.
Okay, so I know the value is 6. And I want to know the value at time 5. So if I'm just doing the same thing I've been doing, I'm going to go 0 to 5. Integrating the antiderivative of f is the same as calculating the rate of change of f. And so I did it like I did the last couple questions, but this is not going to work out for me. What did I mess up on there?
Oh, it's 1 to 5.
Why does this have to be, why is it not 0 to 5 like the last 2?
Because we only have the value of 1.
Right. I don't know. I don't care how it's changing from 0 to 5. I care how it's changing from 1 to 5. I know how big it is at 1, so I just need to know how much more it's changing from 1 to 5. So sometimes it's not 0. You've got to be careful there. And this comes out to be about 6 2/3. So initial value plus integration keeps up with how it changes. Just make sure you're putting thought into those integration values. Okay, question 20 is one that I missed this morning, the first try. So we read through here. This is the rate of change of the altitude of a weather balloon from 0 to 8. Write a definite integral that will give the change in altitude of the balloon during the time when the altitude is decreasing. Okay, hold up. So specifically, we're supposed to answer when the altitude is decreasing. What's a calculus way to say that?
Derivative is negative.
Okay, and then another word for derivative is rate of change. So I really want to know when the rate of change derivative is decreasing. So what does that mean?
When the side changes.
Okay, well that's only going to be a couple instances.
The rate of change is negative.
Okay, when it's negative, right. The graph is going down, the value is decreasing, the slope is negative if it's decreasing. Now notice I'm not saying derivative here because r is already a derivative. It's already a rate of change. That's the thing that I read over too fast and made a mistake on. So this is when the altitude is decreasing, when the rate of change is negative. So you could graph this. You could look for x-intercepts, and the graph looks something like this. And so he is negative during this time. Negative is below the x-axis in this time. Do I want both of those? No? How do you know? Right, it says just worry about 0 to 8. We're not going backwards in time. So I really only care about this. And so using my calculate 0. Looks like the first one is at 1.515. 1.515. And the second x-intercept, again, if you were not sure if you remember how to do this with the calculator, you need to double check. The second x-intercept is about 4.626. And if I integrate the rate of change of altitude, that's the same as computing how altitude is changing. So I will integrate this, throw it on the home screen. And my calculator says that is about negative 21.138, 3 decimal places. Now I don't have any units here other than minutes, but this would be a change in altitude, so this would be like feet or miles or something, but they didn't tell me what that was, so I can't do that. So I think this is the answer, but I'm a little concerned about it being negative. Does it make sense that the answer is negative?
It's the amount that you.
Okay, so if the change in altitude is negative, what does that mean? It's going down. The altitude is decreasing. That's the same thing, right? So it makes sense that this is negative. The change in altitude is negative, means that your hot air balloon or whatever weather balloon is going down. It's decreasing. So it does make sense that the answer is negative. So that one's a little bit more involved, but the other ones are pretty straightforward. Initial value plus integration keeps up with the change. Starting value plus integration keeps up with how it changes. 19, starting value plus integration keeps up with how it changes. Just formulate it that way in your head, please. Okay, let me know if you need help with any of the calculator parts of that, but what I'd like you to do next is to look at assignment 19, the logistic models. So it's been almost a full calendar week since we've talked about those, but again, there's only 5 questions here. So I will remind you, there's 2 logistic models that you really probably should memorize, because every one of these questions is going to match up one of those 2. So I would look those up, maybe put them on the top of your paper, work those questions out, make sure you're getting the answers that are on the bottom of the back page. Make sure you're okay with that skill. Then you can look through the topic review handout. Again, there's only 5 questions to answer, but also scan it and make sure that you're aware of what it is you're going to be responsible for on Wednesday. And then you can have the rest of class to finish up this assignment 16. So I think you'll have plenty of time, but just in case you need some help, you need to get started on it right away so I can help you all.
Like I'm thinking of
I'm getting through it.
not doing more changes.
Okay, yeah.
For sure.
Then it's fine. So like, honestly, I'm doing it as means to an end. 3 instruments to practice on. Because it's not like I have like $10,000 instruments to have in my house. It's like that's the only reason why I'm doing it. So I'm easily able to audition and get like a scholarship. That's the only reason why.
Like what I like.
I'm just gonna do one physics.
Tolerance not.
That's like the first problem I did.
My only 2 conditions for nothing are to go DOA saying.
Okay, so the way you have this typed in, your calculator does order of operations. So it's doing this division first, and then later adding it to.
So should I add parentheses between the?
Yeah. Anytime you put in a fraction, put parentheses around the numerator and denominator to be safe, and then it's fine.
Oh, then. Okay.
If it, sometimes, like this one, you didn't really need parentheses around the numerator, but if you're not sure, just do both. Or you could do, if you do alpha y equals, option 1 lets you type it in as a fraction, and then you can type it in the way it looks.
way too much for what we actually did.
Like it was all this one.
And again, I'm second place at state. That's not
The
good.
Bentonville West started.
What answer do you want? 501? What did I say?
Yeah, because we were getting.
You say something point.
Also in like Bentonville and
9
stuff. That was bad.
I got 585.
Mr. Marshall was literally like, this is why you got 9th out of Wasso.
Diego. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry, I was just talking.
Yeah, I know.
Went over 80.
Just don't tell nobody.
+800 plus.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, if you are double checking that you can use your calculator correctly, I did not type this one in correctly. This is supposed to be 501. So I'm making sure that you correct that on your page so that if you are making sure you can do the calculator, you don't think that you're doing it wrong. It's just me. I didn't type it in correctly. This was fine. The way I wrote it out was fine. I just didn't put it in a calculator that way. Okay. Obviously, come up and ask a question if you find one early. Otherwise, I'll come around and ask you for some help. Offer some help here in just a bit.
So you guys take out this formula. Carry out is 1 over 1,000, and the L is 600. That's certainly the greatest rate of change. Yeah, the rate of change is. Yeah.
It's 3 times F next, right? What? It's 3 times F.
No, I just solved it.
Would you put for your
Or you just choose this one.
Which formula? You probably which is just run back into the.
It's an estimated value.
So you get K, Y, so just, the answers match. You got
I think you're just going to be going. Just ask for more. Like the example.
I don't know.
Wait, so what is so okay, and there's just it's not oh sorry
Yeah, this is,
Did you get it right? So you have to solve it.
Wait, how did you do this? This part, like, this thing equation.
Well, K over L equals to 1 over 1,000.
Wait,
And L is 600. So you, okay. So you can solve for and positive factor. Wait, what is it? K
you
over
plug in,
L
you plug in the greatest,
equals
find,
to
wait,
equals to 1
so
over
11
1,000
half of the limiting value is
equals.
half of the limiting value is the inflection point. And so half of 600 is going to be the rate of change is greatest. So you plug in half of
And you will be compared and try to everything back in.
you did 3 times F
times 3 times 600 minus 15, and it gets you 19.
Yes.
Going okay? You have lunch with Lana, I guess?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. Seems like you always talk to her when you come to class.
I might be intelligent. I might have telepathy. You know what I mean? We might be one and the same.
That would explain a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard something about you the other day. Yeah, did you get a letter in the mail?
Oh, yeah, it's the same, it's just.
From who? Who did I hear? This country. I think so. I think she's one. Did you tell her?
Yeah.
Did you get any follow-up on it?
I'm gonna get it today. Yeah.
I bet you don't make that mistake.
Yeah.
Did you know what you were doing when you did it?
Let me keep it going. I
Oh.
thought I was like fine, but
Oh, okay.
it's not fine.
Doing okay?
He solved the link fix, and he solved the link fix, he just said it.
Yeah.
You okay? Here.
Going good? When you sold your game.
Anything I can look at?
Oh, this is the way of
Well,
You have to take out.
I mean, I can tell you how to get the answer.
Take out
Okay, so when or where is the greatest rate of change for
what's the bonus thing?
Sorry, just
Yeah,
That's not
I think that's
the greatest rate of change,
five.
not related to
It's like one.
that, and then it goes slower. So that point of inflection.
Was the population of the rate of change accelerated?
So,
Yeah, just
I think
what
it's.
do you know about that
Yeah.
inflection point compared to L?
Because it's asking for the population out there.
like it's going to
L's
the
is where,
Oh,
your
where?
inflection point there.
That's exaggerated.
Okay. So what do you think L is in that question? So the inflection point is when you have to go. Now, if you put 200 in for C, which is 100 people, all of that. You know when, they'll plug in the back.
Yeah. So it's just going out.
I don't think so right now.
Well, see, like this is dy, and then there's y right here, and this is dy, and there's y right here. This is dt, so I can tell you're gonna have to factor out a e, because you have it up front. And there's usually a number up front, so I think I factored out a 150 out of both of those. And then it may just look like one of those aren't within that percent.
So this is L.
I guess.
Why it should be 50?
How do you do that? You use the antiderivative of sine of t. Cosine x.
I just list out my answers.
Okay, so that means that wasn't.
You plug in square root of x the next time. Then you subtract those. Okay, so minus the negative becomes plus.
I'm guessing it's like, I don't think,
What's the sine and cosine? I don't know where you're going with it. Yeah. Why is negative cosine of cosine of x become sine something? I don't know where the signs are coming from. Would you?
225.
Okay. I don't know. Skip it for a second. I'll work it on my own paper.
You might be right, I'm not sure.
Hello?
Should
Okay.
So we're trying to find out
What formula do you use?
no, what's this K rolls KY, so it should be.
Oh.
Why is it
The formula that I talk about for Euler's method is how you find the new point.
Is it not just,
The old point plus the derivative at that value times the step.
Wait, what is
What
it?
number was that?
why is it equal to, why is the 100?
Okay, so 100 is Okay, so you did do the, you just gave two.
The population size is okay, so on the population calculation.
That's for what?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that was, that's very accessible. Rate of change. Yeah, but not only just rate of change, but no, but I tried to get it saved to actual. It doesn't. No, that's the rate of change. I mean, that makes sense.
So
what's 100?
So is it
Yeah. So what's
Oh yeah, Mr. Townsend. Band isn't gonna be here on Friday.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it. I'm gonna miss us so much.
It's gonna be so nice.
Oh.
Yeah, we're going to
Oh, I
Des
see
Moines.
how it is.
Can't wait.
Okay.
Where y'all gonna be?
Des Moines,
Iowa.
Doing what?
Performing.
doing like a regional champion.
You can't perform in Fayetteville?
No. We always strive for bigger. You know what I mean?
Maybe y'all should be like the best in Fayetteville before you worry about going other
But we are. We're the only one
We're
in
the
Fayetteville.
only thing in Fayetteville.
Would you actually miss us? Is that what I'm hearing?
I doubt it.
No, you definitely will miss us.
The derivative of cosine something is negative sine something. So negative derivative of cosine.
Oh, he's got the clock.
That plugs in. Times the derivative of the inside.
No.
Plus the derivative of cosine something is negative sine of something. Times the derivative of the inside.
No, rate of change is like how much it's
That was
changed.
right. Yeah, that's what I got. I mean, I said over here, negative sine times sine is a negative sine squared. Everything else is the same. We do it right.
Mr. Townsend, that clock there is a minute behind.
No,
Yeah?
no. You're about 4 questions behind.
No, I just checked my thingy, and it was 217, it said, and it was 218.
What we're worried about is you being questions behind, not a clock being a minute behind.
I just wanted to notify you of that.
Sine times sine, sine squared. So what's the But they're all being multiple. Okay, I think you're right.
We got the right answer for this one.
Of course, be checking your answers on the bottom of the back page for number 19. Number 20, if you're not 100% sure you're answering those questions correct, you need to look at your notes. And then a 16, when you get to that last part of class, I do have the solutions on the website now. So make sure you check them as you go along, or at least check them before you call it quits for today.
It doesn't matter.
Maybe I should actually do my own thoughts. It's me trying to memorize the thing. The only way I memorize is by writing it down many times.
I made a program in college where I had to type all my Spanish words.
Oh, really?
So I just had to type words over a bunch.
Yeah. I feel like writing is a lot better for memory.
Yeah, but
So I did all my 8-push notes online and I still got a 3, so like, as opposed to like.
yeah, but see, I wrote the program where like it would ask me them in order to help me memorize them, and then once I knew them, like I could tell if it's scrambled or not, and then if I really knew them, I could still get it.
Isn't it great?
So this is asked the derivative of the integral. So that's the second one on here. Yeah. So that means you kind of have
Too much space. It's great. That's true. Context clues. Yeah.
The other nice thing about math is like if they give you a value, you probably only need one question, and if you didn't use it, you probably never.
We're not solved. Except for like kindergarten.
I think all math questions should have like one distractor number and then a question. It doesn't have to do with anything. Of course, once you're finished up with this stuff, if you realize there's something that you need extra practice on, do one of those Khan Academy links. You don't have to do it for a grade or anything, but if it helps you get some more quiz points, then.
We need to finish 16.
At the end, after you do the other stuff. I did also, by the front door over there, I got a new clock, so y'all can stop asking me what time it is.
Did we work on the last 2 questions we did?
That clock is 1 minute.
Is that assignment 16?
Yes. 25 and 26. I don't think we went over it. No, like, how to do these.
How to do them? Integration.
Well, like, it's different, you know?
Not these type. How's any different than that?
Oh, is this first one an integration?
Plug in 3, plug in -1, subtract.
But like, this is.
Use an antiderivative. Plug in coefficient, come back to subtraction.
Oh, that's it. I thought it was something different.
No, it's the same stuff. Well, that's because you're integrating. So, you've seen this one before, you just don't get to use it much. The derivative of e to the x is what? Times what? Times the natural log of b. But that, because that's 1, we never talked about it. So if you were wanting to do the derivative of 5 to the x, you get 5 to the x times the natural log of 5. But you're integrating, so you're trying to get rid of that, and that's why they're dividing. Oh, yeah.
What is
Oh, 5. Nope, never mind. I was completely wrong. Man. I don't know how to do these.
Which one?
just these.
Oh. Just go over your other worksheet. I think that'll help.
Yeah, probably. I was like actually like asleep part of the time last period.
Diego, books for $50. Such a steal.
Are those like textbooks?
Light novel. You know light novel?
Oh yeah, I know what that is. Shoot, that's cheap.
What did you get?
Mama got that book. Have you heard of it?
No, I haven't.
It's really good.
I've heard of
The
that.
show is super good.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that.
10 books for $50. Such a good. I just emailed my dad asking him about it.
I don't think I've read any light novels yet.
I've read
I'm just
some.
manga. I'm just manga.
What do you read?
I've read a lot of Urusagi stuff.
Oh, really? Like
20th Century Boys, Monster, Pluto.
I heard Pluto.
I gotta read Pluto. It has like JFK's. It has like Lee Harvey Oswald in it.
Are you serious?
It's
It's like Bucky, like Obama did Bucky.
no, it's like through time. It's like different points in time. Billy Bat.
It's awful one time.
Interesting.
But there's changes.
It's rated pretty well.
Yeah.
I went there. I mean,
Of course you were.
oh yeah.
You strike me on One Piece.
With Pope?
Since 2021.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
I stopped watching like 3 years ago. I got to like episode 165 and I was like, okay.
Read it.
This?
Read it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, I started reading like the first 7 chapters and then I got bored.
You should come to.
I just can't get into it.
I guess I don't. I don't just.
Patrick, are you a One Piece fan?
No. It's such a dense piece of media.
I'm caught up on Finland.
Vinland's on.
Vinland's good.
I've
Such a
read
good
Vatican.
Vinland's
Berserk.
Yes.
good. Berserk's good. I like Berserk.
I'm really into Berserk as well. I read the first 2 chapters and I just
The
forgot
first
to
page is.
the first page.
Yeah.
I opened it and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
You should come.
What else I read? Hunter x Hunter, obviously.
You read Hunter?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it has a reboot, right? It's getting more chapters.
Yeah, it's getting more chapters. I think.
Delaying it for like
Oh, I remember. No, I was reading them when they came out like 2 years ago.
oh, like when they're rebooting?
No, more chapters came out like a couple years ago. And there are more coming out now.
Oh yeah. I thought you said great.
I just watched the anime. So,
Do you watch Slice of
How long
Life?
have you known Thomas?
yes.
It's either one.
Favorite genre?
I watch
I love.
a lot. I watch a
I need to
lot.
watch it.
It's so good. You
Some,
will not regret
I'll
it.
watch it at some point.
What?
Mob Psycho.
I need to watch that. It's
It's
on my
so
list.
good. It's so good.
It's on my list.
I heard the 3rd season was amazing,
They're all amazing.
but especially the 3rd season was so amazing.
You wanna guess what the first anime I ever watched was?
What?
I watched Sword Art Online first.
So
The first season is the first 2 arcs are pretty good. But once you hit anything after that, it goes
I
down.
got like 13 episodes into Sword Art Online, and then I was like, okay.
I watched
I
the
never
first. I watched the first 2 arcs. Okay. And then I hit the gunfight one arc, and I was like, okay, this isn't as good anymore. So I finished the first 2 seasons, and then I watched the first half of Alicization, and I was like, oh, this is really bad, and I stopped watching it.
Yeah.
Because Alicization is just bad.
I couldn't ever watch it. I got spoiled. My
Wait, you
first anime
Which one? Oh, Brotherhood? Oh, I got so
I
much of Brotherhood.
I need to finish Full Metal.
I watched like
I'm like 37 episodes.
I watched,
I've been
like-
watched since 2020.
I need to keep. I need to
watch like
watch.
one of the best things first, and then just like I can't watch this.
What you should watch instead, because it's just satire instead of actually
Wait,
Sword
what
Art
show?
Online. Instead of watching Sword Art Online, you should watch the Sword Art Online Abridged. It's real funny, and it's making fun of Sword Art Online. It's more satire than anything else. It's pretty good.
You guys heard of Fate series?
I
gotta watch it.
I haven't watched any of it because I'm not sure where to start.
Oh, okay.
It's real
you want me
confusing.
to give you the whole rundown?
Let me get out my notebook.
Is it like you start with like
Okay, so you start.
so
No, you don't. Okay, it depends. So basically, it's adopted like a visual novel,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
You know how visual novels have like roots and stuff?
Yeah.
So the first thing you should watch is Fate Stay Night. And there's 3 roots. The first one is just okay. So back in 2004, Studio D released an adaptation for the first route,
Okay.
but it's like not good.
Okay.
So I recommend you starting from the second route, which is Fate Stay Night Ultimate Blade Works (OBW). That has 2 seasons.
is it unlimited flavor?
Ultimate Blade Works. I might be.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's an acronym, so it's fine.
And then after that, there's the third route, which is actually. So in Fate Stay Night, that's the original.
Okay.
There's another one called Fate Zero,
Okay.
and that one's the prequel.
Okay.
So even though there's unlimited blade works, the second route, the third route is called Heaven's Field. Fate Stay Night Heaven's Field.
Okay.
But I recommend you watching Fate Zero before watching the third route.
Okay.
So Fate Stay Night. Fate Zero also has 2 seasons.
Okay. So Fate Stay Night, Ultimate Blade Works.
Don't watch Fate Stay Night. Don't watch the 2000. Just go straight to Ultimate Blade Works.
Okay. Gotcha.
So then, after you watch Heaven's Field, you basically have options to watch anything else. There's Fate Apocrypha, which is basically another alternate universe, I guess. But I thought that one was pretty good, even though people said it's bad. There's also Fate Khaled Liner, which is basically magical girl. It's basically a magical girl spin-off. I haven't seen that one yet. And then you can just go on and watch Great Order and everything else. Like once you get started with all of Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero, you can watch whatever.
Okay.
So that's all you need for like the order.
Yeah, that seems very.
And this is why I didn't start watching it, because it's got such a convoluted.
It feels like the anime equivalent to getting into Warhammer.
Warhammer lore is all over the place. My friend does a lot of Warhammer stuff. I could never. It's too much money and too much time, and the game itself is bad.
I just rewatched Gurren Lagann. It's the best mega anime I've ever watched.
Really?
It's only 27
What
episodes.
about freaking Cowboy Bebop?
Cowboy Bebop is so good.
I need to
I
watch.
love Cowboy Bebop. It's my favorite.
There's a character with my name.
No, you should know my brother though.
What?
There's a character called Faye, right? Faye?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Cowboy Bebop. I think it is the best. I think it is.
I'm running out of things to watch.
I think as far as anime goes, Cowboy Bebop is the best piece of art. Yes.
You look like you'd be an Evangelion.
I never watched Evangelion. I haven't watched Evangelion.
You don't like Evangelion?
It's weird.
I like weird stuff. I watch a lot of.
Really cool. It's so funny.
I watch way too much isekai.
Are you serious?
Really?
Are you serious?
I've been they put up the second season of Shield Hero
Oh my gosh.
on I think Hulu recently, and so I've been watching that. It's not even very good. Just put it on in the background.
I'm just waiting for Bleach.
It's because
That's part 3.
Bleach is
Or 3 or something.
Bleach is another extremely convoluted story.
Not really.
It's got convoluted mechanics to its own world.
I understand it.
I'm not saying it's not understandable. I'm saying it's convoluted.
Like, yeah, I'm excited for this part of the final season because
Attack on Titan? Oh yeah, there's a new Attack on Titan season. I don't even know why. They already finished everything. They need it.
they're making another.
They're making another one for some reason.
Money.
Like it's technically the final season of Bleach, but it's 1,000 Year Flood War. It's the final arc, but they're splitting it into 4 parts and like 56 episodes or something. I'm excited for this part because they're gonna start changing things up from the manga because it was rushed due to his health.
I can't. I have not started Bleach.
It's good. I like it.
I watched
I
the
can only do
first.
the 12 episodes. Not like
I watched until he was in the cave. He got training in that cave.
What? You didn't even finish Soul Society?
Nope.
What is wrong with you?
I got busy and then I forgot that I was watching it, and so I never went back. I think also the second season of Umbrella Academy came out when I was in the middle of watching it, and so I went and watched that instead.
I literally
and
just
forgot that I was watching it.
I literally can't stop watching something until I finish it.
I heard Olivia got you into Apothecary Diaries. No, she didn't. Interesting.
I already knew about it before she did.
What's an apothecary?
No, not
Seen
yet.
it?
I watched all of Chimera Ant in less than a
Oh
week.
Are you
God.
serious?
Yeah.
That took me like 2 years to finish.
It was good. It's good.
No, I just think it's too.
York News my favorite, but Chimera Ant
Yes,
is
York
the
News is
second.
my favorite arc.
Hunter x Hunter.
I really like
Yeah.
the exam arc. The exam
Yeah,
arc
that's
is
also
really
really
good.
good.
I still have. I've started watching Hunter x
I'm
Hunter.
rewatching it right now.
I started watching Hunter x Hunter last year. I have not finished the Chimera arc.
That was me.
Became
It's so
Chimera.
good.
I started it in 6th grade and I didn't finish it until like the end of 8th grade.
Comprehension.
And then right now I paused on my rewatch at Chimera. I started my rewatch 2
Where
years
am I
ago.
in Chimera?
You gotta have to. Then you wouldn't like the manga if you're having trouble with Chimera Ant. I'm just gonna be straight
It's
on.
just like not well paced. It's just
No, it's real. It's kind of slow.
kind of.
It's very methodical.
Yeah, it's. I like learning about the Chimera ants. That was my favorite part
That
so
was
far.
super interesting.
But like outside of that, all the battles are really drawn out, and it's just so tedious.
I mean, how's it? I don't think like when you're talking like palace invasion specifically or what.
Yes.
Well, the thing is
Walking,
that like
getting when they're actually like doing all the fighting and stuff, it's real samey and kind of boring.
what do you mean same?
It's just a bunch of. I mean, there's obviously differences to the fights, but the pacing of the fight and the outcome of the fights are generally very similar.
They basically can't win, so that's why it's like that.
Yeah, I know,
It's
but
different
that's-
from like a lot of other like shonen because they can't win. That's practically like
Like they, okay,
That's-
that arc literally destroyed the freaking plot armor of everyone. Like that is the perfect.
freaking Mero versus Netero, and then like just like honestly one of my favorite scenes ever is just the whole like freak out.
The god freak out got me.
It's like
It's such good like
it's so good.
directing.
Yeah,
Crazy.
my gosh, like
I need to
It's-
go finish that.
it's just so different from everything I've seen.
I need to go finish that and move and get past that arc. And I need to watch more of Bleach because I haven't gotten far enough for it to be. I haven't gotten very far.
Man, Hunter x Hunter is just so
It's really good.
it's so good.
I really liked the game arc.
Green Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it.
I love Green Island.
Like looking back,
I thought it
it's
was nice.
It's alright.
It's a
What was
nice.
the tower arc? The tower thing?
Oh, yeah.
Ned, the Ned arc.
Heaven's Arena.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it the Ned arc.
I like all of these. I just think that like probably the weakest one is Greed Island, but the thing is that like when looking at like other pieces of media, it's just way better compared to like other worse things, you know?
Great. I really like the after the Canara arc.
Oh yeah, the chairman election arc. Yeah, I like that.
I need to get through heaven. I got sidetracked by Umbrella Academy coming out. And then I think Umbrella Academy came out, and then a new season of Dragon Prince came out after that. And so I was just done for a while. Because I had so much to watch.
I really am starting to run out of things to watch. It's like I'm not gonna resort to isekai, you know.
Unlike a
They're so samey and easy to just put on in the background while you do math homework.
I don't want to watch slop.
There's some good ones. The
Are you a
first.
Mushoku Tensei?
Give me a second. I gotta run through my catalog of.
Oh my god.
Which one's that? I liked the first season of Shield Hero. After that, it turns into a slog.
Is that even an isekai?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, Shield Hero is an isekai.
Oh, okay.
Overlord is fun for the first season. Most isekais are fun for the first season, and then they turn into a slog.
That was like watching Mashle. I could not do it.
I read the entire manga and I caught up a chapter before it ended.
I couldn't get through.
So it gets really good. It genuinely does get really good.
Really?
I'm not even gonna lie.
I watched the first season and I was like almost half asleep.
Second season is better. Well, from the content I've seen, I've read, the second season will be better.
Yeah, I just didn't like it.
Konosuba, I didn't like Konosuba very much. It doesn't have enough of talking about the system of the world.
Humor.
It's too much of that, and they don't talk about how the world functions enough for me. Because part of the reason why I like the first season of Shield Hero is because a large portion of the first season of Shield Hero is figuring out how the Shield Hero stuff functions, and I enjoyed that part. That's part of why I really liked Dungeon Meshing, because that's not an
I heard that
isekai
was
at all.
really good.
It's real fun.
Is it on par with Free Run?
Oh, I love Free Run.
It's really good. It's kind of set up like if you took a dungeon crawl anime, like I'm trying to think of it. If you took a dungeon crawl anime and pretty much turned it into a nature documentary, because they do all the dungeon crawly stuff, and they also talk about the ecosystem of the dungeon and how to cook in the dungeon.
They go in depth.
And they go into depth about all that, and like how the magic works and stuff, and the elves are racist.
Okay, I need to watch that.
It's really fun. I didn't ever get a chance to watch Free Run though.
Oh,
It's so good.
Okay, I'll put that at the top of my list for next show to watch.
yeah. Free Run
Maybe
is
I'll start that
amazing.
tonight. I've got
It's not even like overrated.
It's really good. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Well, it's just, I don't know. It's just different somehow.
It's like
I don't know.
it's very slow. It's a show that's not really for everyone. I just need to see that. But it does it in a I don't know. Just the storytelling is amazing.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch that. Start watching that tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah. Why not? I got nothing to do tonight.
It's like 34 episodes.
It's 28. It's 28.
That's more than.
That's more than usual, yeah. Well, I need them to announce season 2 like right now.
The season 2 might really be good, I think.
I started reading the manga and then I just stopped because I didn't.
You go.
I also read a lot of.
I got the first one.
Read One Piece. Read
Oh
One
no,
Piece.
no.
No, I wasn't even gonna say anything about manga.
No,
I don't.
it's
I don't.
actually
He's
goated.
like, I'm not
I'm
gonna.
not even joking.
I'm not gonna spend 2
I'm not
months of
gonna
my
start
life
on that.
reading.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking. It's goated.
I'll do it someday when I'm not like drowning in APs.
I guess. Just do it anytime you
Have you been
can.
begging Olivia to
But
watch?
it's actually,
Oh, she's on One Piece.
Oh, she
She's
is?
already past time scale.
it's 49.
Yeah, because of me.
You're better.
No, I'm telling you, like, she like really got it. She was not into it at first, and then she really got it.
Yeah, that's how it is with a lot of people, but I just don't have the time.
I don't think I'm ever
That's
gonna be able.
Skypiea. That's the arc I got stuck in. Skypiea.
Skype is good. It's funny.
I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to do.
You didn't even get to watch some. You didn't even get to. Oh my god.
I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to do One Piece. The commitment is just too much for me.
It's good.
I don't care about if it's good. It can be good. I'm probably never gonna have the time or commitment to watch all of One Piece.
What, the binge? Are you not a binge?
I don't. So I do binge, but I also don't binge. It depends on the quality and length of the thing. Like I'll binge like Dragon Prince. Whenever a new season of that comes out, I watch it all in one night. But there's only like 8 episodes a season, so I can watch that all in one night.
Because MG is 4.
Whenever there's a new season of things like The Umbrella Academy, Invincible, or The Boys, I can watch all of that.
Bro,
in,
you're
like,
the voice.
I do like
That's right, that is right.
because it's making fun of comic book.
It's like dark.
Yeah, it's dark, but it's also making fun of comic book conventions, and I really enjoy that. But like whenever new seasons of that kind of thing comes out, I can binge all of that because I can just watch it all in one night. But things like One Piece, if I'm gonna binge One Piece, I have to set aside like a whole month to just sit there and stare at the TV. The closest.
Me? I started at the end of May 2021, and then I finished at 11/21 on New Year's Eve.
Times 10, right?
You're fine.
Anime.
Getting caught up.
Anime. No skips.
Oh my gosh. Not even the fillers? You don't skip fillers?
The closest thing to a binge like that I have ever done is I can spend one weekend, one entire weekend watching all of the extended cuts of Lord of the Rings.
Well, that's base, because that's the best trilogy
So
ever.
good. And I can spend an entire weekend, because it does take an entire weekend.
I know.
Each of
I
those
know,
is
I've done
like
it.
4 hours.
I've done it.
So much. But, you know, I can do that. I can do that. I don't think I can watch, what, a couple thousand episodes? It's not a couple thousand.
It's like
It's like 1,000. I can't watch 1,000 episodes of One Piece. I don't
Well,
have.
it's not that you have to watch it out. It's less. But if you read the manga, it feels like 2 times less. Because it's like, at this point, they're just doing like chapter to chapter. But it's like, if you read it, then it's just like,
I bet I could sit down and read all of One Piece in a couple of days.
I could, but I just, okay, I want physical copies. I really want physical copies. But they're like $15 a book, and they take me like 40 minutes to read through the whole thing, so I can't do that.
It's not cost effective to read all of One Piece.
Dude, you know Reynolds Martin? You know Reynolds Martin? He bought his entire shelf. He bought the entire Naruto series and the Tokyo Ghoul and everything.
I read some of Naruto.
I've watched all of Naruto.
I haven't
I
watched
did
any
not
of it.
fully enjoy it, but I watched it.
I never
You didn't
watched.
finish Shippuden.
I watched all of it.
I never watched
No filler skip.
Naruto, but I read some.
I liked the original better.
I never watched any Naruto, but I read some. I liked reading
I
it.
get this, but where is it?
I wasted so many hours with anime.
Did he?
I feel embarrassed to talk
No,
about
he
it.
did something.
Yeah, I put it on in the background of other stuff. Like I'll be doing homework and I'll try to do something.
I don't have that kind of.
Like Fire Force. I watched all of
I
Fire
Are you
read.
Force.
serious?
I watched and read all of Fire Force in 2 days.
I watched all of Fire
In 2
Force.
days. I read the entire thing in 2 days.
I was doing some project. I think it was like a bio
Answer
project.
is
Part of it. Part. Trust me.
I've
Trust
seen
me. That's
the clips.
season 3 that's gonna come out.
Listen, Diego, I've seen the clips. I've seen the clips.
That's
I
like
watched-
one episode.
I watched all of Fire Force.
It's like 2 episodes. It's
I
that
watched all
one
of Tokyo
stupid
Ghoul.
character. Okay? I swear to God.
I watched all of Tokyo Ghoul.
Season 3 is gonna be good. Season 3 is coming out next spring.
I'm not watching.
It's gonna be good.
I need to keep watching.
You're not gonna catch it.
I watched all of Dr.
Well,
Stone.
actually, you gotta read some of it.
I watched all of Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone's good.
I need to
I've read all of it.
It's good.
Do you
I like that.
track it on anything? Track your watch?
No.
Like, I have mine in it's like
I just remember.
Oh, you just have it all in here?
I don't know why. I'm so good at collecting like manga and anime information. I don't know why. That's like my one skill. Doing like useless memorization of like fictional things.
So true.
Like
It's
I can
that's
tell
me
you
with
everything.
music. That's me with music.
I can tell you everything about my best friends. Dark Souls, Elden Ring. I'm not even joking. It's so embarrassing to talk about, but it's like my one thing.
I want to get into Persona.
No,
You don't like it? You don't like Persona?
I don't like it personally, but I haven't even played it, so whatever.
Yeah. Someone has been begging me to play Persona.
Persona 5 Royal is like minimum like 150 hours.
Yeah. But it's good. It's good. It's rated really well on Steam.
Well, of course, but like,
Everything on Steam is rated. Like there's like 50% of the games on Steam are just 10 out of 10. How do you solve this? I want to do number 16.
I've played far too many gaming sims on Steam.
oh, I haven't done those.
Dude,
You can just check on the website.
you're so right.
I mean, look at one and then figure out how to solve the rest.
I even played the stupid alpaca boyfriend dating sim.
Freaking the Horse Prince. My sister has that
Are you
installed.
serious?
My oldest
played-
sister has that installed.
I've played the weird pigeon dating sim. I've played the boyfriend alpaca simulator. I played the Kentucky Fried Chicken one. I played.
I think I've saved 500 hours in my Elden Ring save.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I've sunk
I'm already on like 90 plus. I'm just trying to 100%.
I've sunk so much time into Terraria.
I remember when Elden Ring came out. I really wanted it. My parents were like,
There was only one game that I've sunk multiple thousands of hours into. That's Terraria.
That's fair. My friend is.
I've got like 5,000 hours.
My friend is like 3,000.
How do you do that when you
I've played about 2,000 hours of Terraria unmodded, and then about 3,000 hours modded.
I have about 200 hours in Enter the Dungeon, and I haven't 100%. It's a roguelike, so you can see how many hairs I picked out.
Yeah.
No, legit, like, one of the runs you have to do is, like, legit, like, a 2-hour run.
I need to get back and re-100% Soul Knight.
Hollow Knight, I have 100% of that.
I have 112. I have 112 to that.
Yeah, I think I'm close to that.
I 112'd it on Steel Soul even, which was
Oh yeah, you were talking
awful.
about
But you know, it's not as bad as getting all the Koroks in Breath of the Wild.
I saw someone do like a 7-hour run through every single like From Software game, no hit, no death. And if they got hit, they have to restart the entire series.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
I
Oh wait, I gotta beat Sekiro. I'm bad.
I started playing Soul Knight, which is a roguelike mobile game that I play. I started playing when it came out, so I have 100%ed it like 3 times because they keep updating things. And now I need to do it again because I need to just run over and over again to get to get access to all of the weapons, and I need to start doing some more hardcore runs so that I can get all of the achievements. Underneath 2 more boss rushes because they updated the bosses.
You know, I think I beat Super Mario Odyssey in like one sitting.
Yeah, I did that. My friend, I was at a
beat it in like 2 hours.
I was at a sleepover one time, and everyone else was asleep, and I was playing Mario Odyssey on the guy's sleep, and I just played through the entire game while everyone was asleep. And then when they woke up, I had done all of the game.
No, like glitchless, I can do it.
Yeah, it's not a long game. I think I 100% of that game while everyone was asleep. I think I started at like 8, and everyone woke up at 6, and I was just messing around on I think darker side. Because I was bored. Everyone went to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. So I played through the entire game. That was a good night. I think another time I did all of the Papa's, the platformer games. And asleep, I tried to play through all of them. You ever sure the Papa Louie platformers? Papa Louie, the pizzeria game, right?
Oh yeah.
They had 3 platforms. And I played through all of them. Not
Mr. Townsend,
Yeah.
what's the passage of the day? Bigger.
It's kind of early, isn't it?
Now?
It's like 20 minutes early.
Well, it's usually 18 actually.
Well, I'm waiting on Diego to catch up. Okay, look, if I put the clock a minute ahead, what happens?
You can just time it.
People wanna
Look
leave
at like
early.
another. Look
Yeah,
at, like,
people want to leave early because they think, oh, the bell's about to ring, and it's actually a minute away. If I put the clock on time, and then the bell shifts clock or something, same thing can happen.
That's why I'm never late to anything, because I set my clock.
If I put the clock 5 minutes behind, they'll think we still have 5 minutes to go, and then the tardy bell rings, or the bell to dismiss rings.
That's smart.
You think teachers don't do these things?
Well, you can just go like, you can just,
That's your watch. That's not the bell schedule.
wait, is the bell schedule actually like that?
The bell schedule is supposed to be the cell phone time.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Just look at your cell phone and then set that.
Well, we can't really do that. You know what I mean?
I have a pocket
Yeah,
watch.
you're right.
My pocket watch is set to the cell phone time.
My
You have a pocket watch?
my wristwatch is like 6 seconds behind.
That is so sick. Gavin Kyles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
He's in the one act with me.
He just goes like,
Yeah, he's in the one act with me.
Guy.
he's in the what?
Yeah, he's the male lead in the one act.
Gavin is that kind of guy.
I love Gavin.
He's good.
He's such a silly guy.
Shoot.
Okay, since some of you guys are finished up early today, here's the puzzle.
Where is it?
Nope.
I don't see it, Mr. Johnson.
Is the puzzle fun?
It's almost 3.
Ready, set.
That's the same one. That's the one from last week.
I know.
Ooh.
If you guys are going to be this quiet for the puzzle today, I'm going to start coming up with multiple per class. Every 30 minutes, another puzzle. But I don't want the answer. I want a strategy on how to find the answer.
Mr. Townsend, I got it.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just put it in there religiously. What? Yeah.
That's really right. I don't know what I'm doing. We got this and this equation, they can't be right. I don't know what's going on.
I do not know. Yeah, so you have zero.
You guys want a tip?
Yeah.
Okay, because
Something that somebody in first period said is, you see the very far right, A plus B plus C equals what?
C, BC?
BC.
Or is it C? I can't decide if it's C or BC.
Something.
Was 10 plus
10
C.
plus-
Okay,
Or
so
like-
for A plus B plus C to equal C, what does that tell you about A plus B?
10.
Equals 10.
Right, it's got to be carried over.
Who said that?
I don't remember.
oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
Was it Timmy? A plus B is equal
Timmy?
to 10.
No.
Timmy probably didn't even try.
Timmy left. He was tired of me picking on him. He had to leave class early today.
Oh, the next one like this is.
He said he won some award, but I don't know. That didn't sound right. You guys could have just guessed and checked your way to the answer by this point.
I'd rather not.
Okay, cool.
Lovely.
Did I tell you guys your AP test would have a fifth section this year that's just puzzles?
No.
I love doing puzzles. It'll take up so much of my time and effort. But you know, puzzles. Puzzles is. Oh yeah, you're right.
You guys do know that some of your AP tests are digital this year, right?
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
That's actually awful.
That's horrible.
No, I don't like that.
As far as I know, they haven't given us more information, but on calculus, I think the multiple choice will be online.
Are you serious?
I think the free response you'll write on paper, but the question will be on a computer.
What?
How is that gonna
Oh.
work?
Gross.
What do you mean? You just read the question here instead of the question here.
I don't like that.
That's a waste of desk space.
Well, there's too many people trying to cheat and get the test early and stuff, so this way they have full control over it. So
I don't like this. This is bad.
last year's AP scores, some of the tests almost got voided. Yeah.
Wasn't there like someone who like
Yeah, there were like
early in
people
China?
who, yeah, they put it in
Yeah,
China.
some people got a hold of the test early last year, so they almost just voided it out for everybody.
What? I would have freaked out.
Should just switch to IB. You know what IB is?
Irritable bowel syndrome.
No, like IB, the other AP, like the better AP.
Why is it better?
Because it's like more international practice.
AP's international too.
AP is stupid. College board
It's
is
just different. I don't know that one's better than the other. I would not want to switch because there would be changes. So I'd have to spend a bunch of time learning the changes. I did post to Google Classroom the explanation and solution to this if you don't think you figured it out in class but care. It's like a 3-4 minute video.
Oh, okay, cool.
What? I think one other thing to make this question a little more interesting, after you think you figured it out, is there only one solution or more than one solution? Like if A, B, and C could be double digit numbers, like 10, 15, 16, 17, I think that there might be more than one answer. Anybody go to the football game on Friday?
We had to.
Yeah. Jeez.
It was a good game though.
So it's y'all's fault.
Stupid on our part.
It was a really good game.
We lost by 1 point. We could have done a field goal.
I agree, Diego. You should have trusted I thought
Honestly, we would have had a better chance. I would say big. I was with him and he raced me to monkey bars and I broke my arm in first grade. Yeah, Nathan Cockle. I was with him. He was the reason why I broke my arm in first grade.
That's crazy.
Well, indirect reasons.
Good for your arm.
Andre, look at this is broken. Like, who's plugging this in?
Yeah, don't try to fight it, guys.
Okay, we are down to about 5 minutes now. So make sure you have these assignments completed. I will ask for most, if not all of them, before we start the quiz on Wednesday. And if there's any of these things on the topic list you need to practice more, then please do.
Still have the cube inside the cube. That's you? Yeah, I made that.
I need to put a cube inside a cube.
I need a bigger cube. But I don't think there's enough pieces to make a big cube. You might be able to
Maybe
make
you could take this big cube apart.
Yeah.
Make it a slightly smaller shape so that the cube still fit in it.
Yeah. I could
And
make
if you
it
can
a.
spare enough parts, you can do another shape on the outside.
I could probably do
Well, we don't have Drake.
pyramid in the center.
See, I like these magnet toys. People don't use these very much, but they're nice. I like all.
The violins you could hear for like
Oh, you're talking about they're good Oh, yeah, I know Drake. Get to it.
Yeah. Something about magnets is satisfying. Like feels good, like click together.
It's even got a little top.
Or if nothing, yeah, you can put two small shapes in there.
You had more of these like that. We only got them past these.
Maybe I'll find a new box someday.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah, more.
Oh my god, we can do like one on What about you, Patrick? What's your You get a present for both of
I definitely get a Christmas Are you were there last year?
I am a River Santa believer.
Yeah, they beat they walked the ball.
Are we gonna sing happy birthday to me on the bus?
I really need to learn how to like.
Have you done this whole assessment yet? I need to do that. I didn't do today.
I'm just better at if you were to like get
Yeah, you're welcome.
that's what
I always say like last year, you had like 2 touchdowns over there or something for flags, at least one.
You're not gonna catch you. It's fantastic.
Bye.